Hello, this is not a spring chicken. What do I have to say about Black Friday? Are their sales really that important? Although it is a national sport. So for now, we'll bring Oldecam on for comments on the headlines of today. Oh, and the other thing is, when you're thinking about Black Friday or the holidays, I have one thing to say. Don't expect anything. Scarf by Shuba. In fact, on Black Friday, a Walmart employee trampled to death.
But as the Democrats have said, if Walmart had been union, which they soon expect them to be, this would have never happened.
Yeah, right. Like that makes a difference. TV's the big buy on Black Friday.
Yeah, but they're going to be the big buy tomorrow and every other day because they can't give them away, so they're discounting them to try to sell them.
And not that we're only concerned about the U.S. and Black Friday, but the rest of the world is coming up soon. But there was a gunfight in Toys R Us.
Yeah, I mean...
In Palm Desert.
Yeah, this is what Black Friday has become, you know.
That's horrible.
It's become a joke, you know.
But you know what? No more worries because Black Friday, no more.
That's right. Today it is told, as of today, it has been declared by the Democratic Party to be politically incorrect to call it Black Friday. So they're now looking for a name that will... you know, White Friday or...
It'll be politically correct?
Yeah, that's what they're looking for. It's like they have been searching for a politically correct word for bailout, and it is recovery.
Oh, I see. And so when they're when they're checking the books, you're not in the black or in the red. You
can still be in the red, but you can't be in the black.
Oh, okay. A U.S. official, several Americans in hotel or held hostage, and at least 4 killed in Mumbai.
Yeah, so basically, and as we heard some of the people on the news saying, they've laid it directly at the feet of the American president-elect because they, as one of them said, that when he's going to take the troops and go home to their mamas, there's no need to fear from the U.S. anymore.
And they actually said that?
Yeah.
Oh gosh. Muslims demand Obama personally come to Mumbai to solve the problem.
Well, he is the chosen one. But the chosen one, is he the son of Christ, the son of God, or is he the son of Allah? Which one?
And FBI is rushing to Mumbai.
Yeah, they already... India has this way of handling it themselves, as most of the world is. Basically, they'll shoot everybody. That way they stop the problem. Here, we just welcome them with open arms.
Yeah, in fact, didn't Jay Leno's wife, not his wife, his mother?
Oh yeah, I think Jay Leno's mother made a big thing about it. Okay, this is something from somebody that said, it was from somebody that said that abortion is all right. You know, letting terrorists into our country is all right. Politically correctness is all right, but you are no longer going to be able to legally order a cheeseburger in our country.
That's horrible.
Yeah.
Talk about priorities. I mean, that's political correctness gone awry. The other ones, horrible. But speaking about gone awry, purging has begun at Fox.
Yeah. The people on the extreme left are being balanced out, like Mr. Combs, and the people
from Hannity and Combs.
Hannity and Combs, and the people on the extreme right are being balanced out because whether people know it or not, Rupert Murdoch supported Obama for the presidency. Why do you think that Bill O'Reilly treated him like he was the son of God? It wasn't because he worshipped Obama. It's because he worships the $10 million a year he gets from Fox.
Oh, boy, you know what? He's got it in the right direction then. All right. India hunts for survivors and culprits.
Yeah, basically they know who the culprits are. They say that, okay, what happened is, when they bounced the president of Pakistan out, he was becoming, the relationships were warming between India and Pakistan. Now they have a government in that supposedly it's about as pro-democracy as an Islamic government gets. And they're blaming the Islamic leadership of Pakistan for what's going on.
Are you serious?
Yeah, and these are two people with nuclear weapons aimed at one another.
Fleeing, hiding, and dying. Spanish survivor tells of running through blood.
Yeah, well, because, you know, it doesn't make any difference whose bullet kills you, you're just as dead.
You know, you're absolutely right on that one. Iraqi legislators okay Pap setting up U.S. withdrawal.
Yeah, but they'd agree to anything. I mean, like, they know that Congress is going to cut all of the funds off for Iraq the day, Obama becomes president. And Obama, let's put it this way. They said Obama's going to be pragmatic. Pragmatic meaning is if they're going to pass all this stuff and he's just not going to sign them, and then they become law, and then he blames it on the House and Senate leadership.
He's going to make Nancy Pelosi and Harry Reid the fall people, huh?
That's right. They want him. First they wanted Bush. Bush wouldn't do it. Now they think Obama owes them, but Obama's okay. He's anything but stupid, folks. And all he's got to do is to do nothing like Calvin Coolidge and let the country run itself. And therefore, he can't. He basically the worst he's going to get it is that he lived down to his expectations. That would be the worst anybody would say.
Pentagon computer networks attack. The cyber strike on key sites is thought to be from inside Russia.
Yeah. Anybody know where?
Doesn't that happen all the time?
Anybody know where VIO is headquartered out of? Is out of St. Petersburg, Russia.
Oh, yeah.
Not San Diego, like they say.
VIO, like is in the VIO that you're probably watching this on.
Yeah.
Office parties losing luster.
Well, it's got to do with not the fact that they don't like to have the orgies. It's got to do with the fact that you can sue the people holding the party if anybody gets injured during it or afterwards.
Ah.
So that basically the
and it has nothing to do with the tightening of budgets.
No,
or
they
it
just
could
don't
be.
want to get sued.
Lawmakers outside jobs raise questions.
Yeah. Basically, they got a lot of outside jobs. At least Arnold, if he makes a movie appearance here or there, I mean, you know what his job is.
Oh, that's true, huh?
Yeah.
State of emergency in Thailand.
Yeah, basically, it's going to last as long as the Thai government allows it to last because I think they're a military junta over there.
So it'll last as long as they allow it to last?
Well, if they come down it too hard, people will get upset on it. If they let them, kill a few people, destroy a few things, and then they crack down on them, then they're just standing up for the people that are being injured.
Chill in the air for web stores.
Yeah, you got to have credit cards, folks.
Oh yeah, because otherwise you can't buy on the internet.
That's right.
Who's going to sit
there?
there?
Back on credit cards.
Yeah, CB Richard Ellis feeling industry pain.
Yeah, it's
surprise, surprise.
I know, it's amazing.
I mean, if they weren't feeling the pain, something's wrong.
Right.
Don't you think?
Well, I mean, there's less money out there.
A full plate for most. Free Thanksgiving feasts feed thousands, but some leave hungry.
Well, that's because there wasn't enough food. There's never enough food to go around. I can guarantee you that.
Magnet school funds dwindle.
That's because under the there will be no more magnet schools under the Democratic Party because they feel that everybody should be, taught under one roof. Basically dump the smart with the not so smart. Well, nobody gets graded anymore, so what's the difference?
Oh, that's true, huh?
That's right.
Actually, I have to share this one because it's funny. I guess we'll have to rethink lard. Indiana Governor Mitch Daniels on the diet of eggs, sausage, bacon, and fried chicken enjoyed by Edna Parker, who was certified as the world's oldest person. She died Wednesday at 115.
Well, it's called greasing the blood vessels, I think.
Isn't that a good one? Medvedev builds ties in Havana.
Who isn't building ties in Havana? I mean, the Democrats are going to open up the floodgates, and they're going to allow tourists to go in, but they're not going to allow anybody to come out.
Opium poppy harvest falls in Afghanistan.
Don't bet on it. That's another one of the things, a little BS to come up with.
Let the holiday season begin.
Well, they said that this was, you have some of the experts that are saying this is going to be the greatest holiday ever. And that's another BS thing.
And a Monty Bubbleism from the Mark Twain of the Animal Kingdom.
That I think you just got to go back to again. That often what you get is not what you really wanted, and that's for elected officials taking the office themselves.